Okay. Okay, everybody, if I could get your attention, if we could get everybody seated. Hello. Okay, if we could get everybody seated, and if you want to reorient your chairs to face this way, since it might be easier to see unless you have that third eye in the back. Some of us do. Some of it just doesn't work. Welcome to the 32nd Aurora Award ceremony. I'm Clifford Samuels. I am this year's awards chair. For those who haven't seen the display case in the merchant's room, we have one of the actual current award. This is an example of an Aurora Award. It is made by Frank Johnson, who has recently moved to Vancouver Island from Edmonton. So he has gone to much warmer climate. Frank has been doing these awards since 1991. They were the first of the what we call the Aurora Awards. Prior to that, they were known as the Caspers. And in those days, each group got to design their own awards. The awards are made with maple and aluminum. If you look from the top, you will see that it has the S and an F. The maple leaves cut through go in a interconnecting pattern. You will see in the back that the maple leaf on one piece connects to the maple leaf on the other piece. They're quite an amazing piece of merchandise. They are quite deadly. Now, when we give them out to each of our presenters, they might rattle a bit. Don't worry about that. When you receive your award, the lucky winners will be able to take these apart to pack. And I recommend that you, if you're flying, take them apart, wrap them in some clothing. Otherwise, they will shred everything in your luggage. And do not probably, I don't know if how many, Rob, you've had the opportunity. Will they allow you to bring this on as carry-on?
Certainly will not.
I didn't think so. From the man who knows, don't do that. You'll be very upset. You do not want to have it confiscated. That would be bad. Anyways, the presenters this evening will all be receiving a maple leaf that's cut out from these awards. And when, rather than hand you everything as you are getting it, because we've had it in the past, you're handed your award, you're handed the information sheet, the silver form that Rob really loved last year, that tells who has been nominated and who has won. But we hand you an instruction sheet how to build these. And we are going to be giving each of our winners a beautiful When Words Collide shooter glass that when you put your liquids in, they light up. They are very, very classy. Anyways, but rather than, they are. There's nothing better than being able to see somebody when they're drinking. When, in the past, we used to hand them all of the merchandise at once. Rather than doing that, we're going to have them come to us later and pick up their shooter glass and the instruction sheet. But we asked all the winners who are here or anybody who's picking up for them to meet with us after the ceremony so we can get Zeb to photograph them in one group shot so we can get that onto places like Locust Magazine and maybe even in the local papers. And when you are up here and you're receiving your award, please look to him so he can take a good, clean picture, face shot. Anyways, without further ado, I introduce to you your Master of Ceremonies, one of our When Words Collide guests, Kelly Armstrong.
Hello, how's everyone doing it tonight?
Fine.
Good dinner?
Yay.
Good cheesecake?
Yay.
Of course, cheesecake is always good. Okay, so we are going to begin with the Fan and Volunteer Awards. starting with our presenter, Torontonian Deborah Young, who is the delegate for the Canadian Unity Fan Fund, which is an independent group that helps fans from the other side of the country attend convention, which is When Worlds Collide this year. She will be presenting for Fan Other, which includes fan activities such as presentations, performances, APAS, and writing. Deborah? Come on up.
Shiny. Don't take a picture with my glasses on. Okay. It is Lloyd Penny, Letters of Comment. Peter Watts, Reality, The Ultimate Mythology, lecture at Toronto SpecFic Colloquium. And Terrell Wayne, Canadian Fanzine, Fanac Awards Art. So, bear with me. How about I get the right way? Oh my gosh, Peter Watts. Yay! I have. Okay, I will do. Peter asked me to accept it on his behalf, and he didn't think he was going to accept it, but he did send me a bit of a speech, something about escaping from fundamentalist Baptist and some dam here in Calgary. I'm not quite sure. It didn't make any sense to me, but he says thank you to everybody. Okay.
For our next presenter, BC-based Clint Budd is the current president of the Canadian Science Fiction and Fantasy Association, which oversees the Aurora Awards. He will present the award for Fan Organizational, which is the best contributions to science fiction or fantasy conventions or club activities. Clint?
Best Fan Organizational. Nominees, Andrew Guradata for Chair of the Constellation Awards Committee, Peter Hallett, Administrator of the Sunburst Awards, Helen Marshall and Sandra Casturi, Chairs of the Chiaroscuro Reading Series Toronto, Randy McCharles, Founder and Chair of When Worlds Collide, Alex Von... I did it again, didn't I? Alex Von Thorn, Chair of SF Contario 2 in Toronto, and Rose Wilson of Vancouver for organizing the art show at VCon in Vancouver. And the envelope, Randy McCharles, founder and chair.
Well, I have to tell you that I'm hoarse with excitement here. I am really, really thrilled to receive this because a convention or a festival isn't the person who conceived it or organized it. It's not the volunteers who helped make it happen. It's not the speakers and presenters who spoke there. It's not the people who attended. It's all of those things. You can organize the best event in the world, but if nobody's there, it's not a good event. So this award belongs to everybody here. This is your award, folks. And but I'm keeping it. But I am very, very honored to have this. I think this is an excellent indicator of how well Windward's Collide is doing as a new festival. Thank you very much.
As you probably know, guest of honor Vanessa Cardui is a professional musician, songwriter, and poet. She will be coming up to present for Best Fan Filk. Vanessa?
I feel very tall all of a sudden. All right. The nominees for Best Fan Filk are Stone Dragons, composed of Tom and Sue Jeffers for their concert at Filk, Ontario. Phil Mills for body of songwriting work, including FAWM, FAWM, and 5090. And Cindy Turner for her Interfilk concert at OVFF. Drum roll. It's like picking up a quarter. And the award for Best Fan Filk 2012 is Phil Mills for body of songwriting work. Thank you, Jane, for accepting this award on his behalf.
Thank you. Phil said to say, I'm very pleased to receive this award, but then again, I would be very pleased regardless of who won it, since it honors Filk as much as it honors any particular contribution to Filk. That being said, recognition of songwriting as a valuable activity within the scope of things Filkers do is important to me, and I appreciate the support. Thank you. For those who don't know, Phil is my husband, and the body of songwriting work last year was 49 songs, all with original music.
Robert Runte is Associate Professor at the University of Lethbridge. He has edited numerous anthologies and won 2 Aurora Awards himself. He will be presenting tonight for Best Fan Publication.
And the nominees are Bisphazine, edited by Felicity Walker, Bourbon and Eggnog by Aline Bell, Ryan McFadden, Billy McColland, and Randy McCharles, 10th Circle Project. In Places Between, the Robin Harrington Memorial Short Story Contest Book, edited by Renee Bennett. Soul Rising Magazine, edited by Michael Matheson. And Space Cadet, edited by R. Graham Cameron. And the winner is... did you see the seal wax here? This is very official. And the winner of the 2012 Aurora Award for Best Fan Publication is Bourbon and Eggnog, Aline Bell, Ryan McFadden, Bill McCollum, Randy McCarl. Sure of that.
Thank you so much. This award is really quite a surprise. I never imagined that our Christmas gift to our readers would ever garner us such an honor. So thank you.
Diane Walton is the managing editor and art director for Edmonton, based on Spec Magazine, which has won numerous Aurora Awards. She will be presenting tonight for Best Artist.
The nominees for the Aurora Award for Best Artist are Janice Blaine, the work Cat in Space, cover art for Neoopsis issue 20. I hope I get this pronunciation right. Kosti Gurgu, cover art for Outer Diverse, Starfire. Eric Moore, cover art for Cheezine Publications. Dan O'Driscoll, Deep Blue 7, cover art for On Spec Magazine, summer issue. And Martin Springett, interior art for the Pattern Scars, Cheezine. Okay. And I'll break the seal. Wow. And the Aurora for the best artist goes to Dan O'Driscoll. Thank you for the art.
It was great.
Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this honor once again. Thank you to Diane, who bought the piece for the cover, to Kat McDonald, who did wonderful cover design work with it, and thanks to my partner, my mom and dad, who could be here with me tonight, and all of you for this honor. Thank you very much.
Next up, we have last year's publisher guest, Brian Hades, who is the publisher of Edge Science Fiction and Fantasy books. He will be giving the award for related work, which I need to now define. Best work not encompassed by the other professional categories, such as magazine, literary criticism, book review, CD, critical editions, anthology, or single author collection.
Thank you. The nominees are Fairy Tale, a CD by Heather Dale. First Circle, Volume 1 of the 10th Circle Project, edited by Eileen Bell and Ryan McFadden. Neoopsis, edited by Carl Johansson. On Spec, published by the Copper Pig Writers Society. And Tesseracts 15, A Case of Quite Curious Tales, edited by Julie Cesarnade and Susan McGregor, me. And the winner is, I learned this from TV, On spec.
The card.
Okay. We've had a couple of these over the years, but this has been such a long gap that we were really wondering what happened. But thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate this. Oops. Okay. Thank you to this amazing team that I work with and I boss around like crazy, and they've never rebelled or mutinied or anything, so we're doing pretty well. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Local artist Steve Swanson has done the When Worlds Collide cover poster art last year, this year, and will be doing it again next year. Tonight he'll be presenting the Aurora for Best Graphic Novel.
I'm sorry I'm not a Canadian, but I'm trying. Let's see, the 2012 Aurora Award for Best Graphic Novel, presented by Steve Swanson. The nominees are Goblins, a webcomic created by Terrell Hunt. The Imagination Manifesto, Book 2, by GMB Chomichuk. Sorry, I've talked to you all weekend, but I just don't know how to pronounce your last name. James Rewicki and John Toon from Alchemical Press. And We're Geek, a webcomic created by Alina Pete. And see, I get now to see who actually won it before anybody else. The 2012 Aurora Award for Best Graphic Novel goes to Goblins by Terrell Hunt. And Terrell did not give me any speech to read because I didn't know I was going to present this. Clint, you will take it.
I'm accepting this for Terrell. And he hasn't told me any speech either because I think he felt that getting it last year had to be a fluke. Nobody knows him. This year I'll be able to tell him different. Thank you all. I don't look much like him, though. That's...
Calgary's Bob Stallworthy is a poet with 4 published books. He also serves on the boards for When Words Collide and the Alberta Writers Guild. Tonight he will be presenting the award for Best Poem or Song.
Thank you. The 2012 Aurora Award for Best Poem or Song. The nominees are A Good Catch by Colleen Anderson, Polu Texni, April. Ode to the Mongolian Deathworm by Sandra Kasturi, Cheezine, Super God, Mega Issue, Volume 47. Skeleton Leaves by Helen Marshall, Kelp Queen Press. Skeleton Woman by Heather Dale and Ben Deschamps, Fairy Tale CD, and Zombie Bees of Winnipeg by Carolyn Klink, Cheezine Super God Mega Issue, Volume 47. And the 2012 Aurora Award for the Best Poem or Song goes to Skeleton Leaves, Helen Marshall.
I'm totally not Helen Marshall. I'm Sandra Kasturi, her publisher. I also own Kelp Queen Press, and Helen gave me a little speech, which she started with, totally skipped my mind. Here we go. I wrote The Bones of Skeleton Leaves between midnight and 4 a.m. on Christmas Eve when I realized I didn't have a very good Christmas gift for my mother. This has since taught me that plenty of good deeds are punishable and plenty of bad deeds are rewarded. So, thank you so much for this award. I'm truly touched by the generosity and support of the Canadian speculative fiction writing community. I'd like to congratulate my fellow nominees on their extra work, and I'd like to offer special thanks and praise to Laura, who keeps me fed, Chris Roberts, whose artwork made this poem come alive, and to Sandra my friend, mentor, and editor, without whom these would still just be words on a computer screen. I am just beyond thrilled that Helen has won. So, yay!
Novelist and short story writer Hayden Trenholm was the winner of the 2011 Aurora for short fiction, and he will be presenting tonight for that category.
So hard to see a microphone and not give a speech, but I'll resist. The nominees for the Best Short Fiction 2012 Aurora Award: The Legend of Gluck by Marie Bilodeau, When the Hero Comes Home, Dragon Moon Press; The Needle's Eye by Suzanne Church, Chilling Tales, Evil Did I Dwell, Lewd I Did Live, Edge; One Horrible Day by Randy McCharles, The Second Circle, The 10th Circle Project; Turning It Off by Susan Forrest, Analog, December; To Live and Die in Gibbontown by Derek Kunskin, Asimov's, October, November. And the winner, I can't. The Needle's Eye, Suzanne Church.
Hi, it's me again. It's just because I'm from Toronto and I'm taking them all home, and I'm glad we have an extra suitcase. Anyway, Suzanne says, if they allow you to speak at the acceptance bit, please say for me, thanks to Michael Kelly for buying The Needle's Eye, to Brian Hades for supporting Chilling Tales as an anthology series, and to everyone who has supported me in this story. So, thanks from Suzanne Church.
Past Aurora winner Dave Duncan is the author of over 40 fantasy and science fiction novels. He will be presenting tonight's award for Best Novel.
Thank you. The nominees are Enter Night by Michael Rowe, Cheezine Publications; Utopia, a novel of terrible optimism by David Nichol, Cheezine Publications; Napier's Bones by Daryl Murphy, Cheezine Publications. Getting greedy. The Pattern Scars by Caitlin Sweet, Cheezine Publications.
Technicolor Ultramal by Ryan Oakley, Edge. And Wonder by Robert Sawyer, Penguin, Canada. And the winner of the 2012 Aurora Award Best Novel is Wonder by Robert Sawyer.
Wow. UFP. It's the United Federation of Planets, folks. I truly did not expect this. I thought for sure the wonderful cheesing people would take it home. I was very much enamored of the novel Napier's Bones, as everyone knows, because I blurbed the book. And my writing student, Ryan Jack Arthur Oakley, was the other nominee, and of course I was rooting for him as well. This is astonishing to me, and I am uncharacteristically without a speech, so I will try to remember to thank everybody briefly, but sincerely. First and foremost, my editor, Adrian Kerr, over there. Thank you, Adrian. Penguin Canada has been so behind me and so behind this series, Wake, Watch, and Wonder. It has been an absolute treat to be published by them. And it is wonderful that one of the big Canadian publishers has fully embraced what we've all come here for, which is genre fiction, and has a wonderful editor assigned specifically to that, and has been doing wonderful works, not just in science fiction, but in mystery and other genre areas. I have to thank my American editor, Ginger Buchanan, at ACE, Penguin USA, my British editor, Simon Spanton, at Orion UK, and Dr. Stanley Schmidt, the editor of Analog, Science Fiction and Fact, who serialized the novel. No, he didn't. That's Triggers. For Stan, I'll thank you next year if I happen to win. And if I don't, just that's a gratuitous thanks for Stan, who's been good all along. That's why I should prepare a speech. Thank you all so very, very much. This is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Holy cow. Dave, no, I want you to photo. All right.
Don't go away.
Don't go away.
No.
What do we do now?
We've called again on Clint Budd to speak on behalf of the SFFWA.
Okay, while he does that, I got a tweet that I want. Oh, you did? Okay. I was tweeting it for everybody. It was all filled in except the blank. Clint, I'm losing my voice. Clint.
We've been up here before last year doing this.
Yes, we did. Susan.
We have a special circumstance. At the moment, KISFA doesn't award a money prize, but SF Canada has chosen to honor the person who wins the Best Novel Award with half of the amount. The other half has already gone to the French writer at the Boreal Convention, and Susan has come to offer the SF Canada Award for this year.
Wow. Thank you, Susan. It's upside down. And novelty check made out of a honeycomb box. Is our photographer? There it is. Thank you. Wow. Thank you all.
If you can't cash it, you can eat it.
I can eat it. Oh my God. Thank you all. Wow.
Thank you, Kelly, for introducing very so well. If I could get all of the winners, Zeb, where would you like them? In this corner here? So if we could get all the winners and their people who have accepted for them with their trophies, if you could get you to this corner here before the performance starts so we can get a photo of you. And after that, if you could come by to see me at the front, I will give you the rest of your goodies. And all of the presenters here this evening, if you could come also to see me, we have a little token of our thank you.